Oh, hey, how's it going?
Hey everyone. Well,
Sorry, we do a lot of this, just looking down.
yeah, we've just been staring at him since he was born, which was the 6th, and he is incredible. Presenting to you, Lennon Foster Whitelam.
Please don't cry, mate.
Please don't cry. You got him at a good time. He just woke up and he's fed, and he's happy, and he's really cute.
We've already done this with Grandad. You should be a pro.
This is the first time he's been on video on the internet.
Well, we did a Skype with Dad.
Yeah. It's so funny, Riley's dad couldn't figure out how to use Skype. So like, oh yeah. Wait, get him a little bit closer.
Oh.
Or maybe I'll have to bring the camera to him. There we go. Say
hello.
Hey, who's that?
Hello, everyone.
Say hello to the patrons. Oh, he's waving.
All right, we might put him down again.
I was saying that Riley's dad, who we're going to visit for Christmas, he really wants to be here so badly to meet little Lenny, but he can't right now. So we've been sending him videos and stuff, but we Skyped him the other day and he couldn't figure out how to use the camera. So we were looking at his feet while he was looking at our face.
Yeah,
so,
he had his camera on
He
backwards.
couldn't figure out how to work it, so.
That was so funny.
Yeah, thanks for all the congrats, you guys. We're just so happy right now. I'm very tired, if you can't tell.
Yeah, poor old Elayna.
Lenny's
has
been awake.
Up all night.
Lenny's been awake since 2:30. I fed him, changed him, and then he got a little bit of stomach pain, so he was crying, and then I fed him again, and I've been awake since 2:30. But it's okay, because he's worth it. And I feel like the boat has seriously prepared me for the lack of sleep that I've been experiencing.
Absolutely.
Like, I can really function. I thought I would just be a mess, but...
I'm interested to compare how difficult the boat was as opposed to how difficult having a kid will be.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's early days here, but...
Absolutely.
Yeah. There's a good article on the Daily Mail. The Daily Mail did a thing. Like, we sort of work in with a girl there. She's, you know, she likes our show and follows us and stuff like that. So she does articles semi-regularly, and Elayna sent her, a lot of the birth story or a bit of it?
Yeah, a bit of the birth story.
If you'd like to find out more information about that, you can probably Google Daily Mail.
I might put it in the link in the description below when we're done.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Elena's
But I'm
good at
going
that.
to make a birth story video, a big one, and Riley and I are going to tell the whole story because I don't know if we've said, but the labour lasted 44 hours, and we laboured at home up until 36 hours.
Yep.
Something like that, and we just came to the conclusion that he wasn't going to come out by himself. He was, my midwife told me the position he was in, but basically his head was looking up and
AP or OP?
I can't remember, I'll have to...
Something P.
Yeah. But he was not coming out by himself.
He was trying to come out like this. Which wasn't going to work, was it?
Pretty
mate?
much, but yeah, the labour... Oh, I actually had a question from... We have a bunch of questions from you guys, and one of the questions was from Kim and Alex. Was labour anything like you imagined it to be? I'm 39 weeks and 1 day pregnant of my first baby. Congratulations, guys. I can't wait to meet him and go through the roller coaster of emotions. And labour was more intense than I thought it would be.
Really?
But I kind of like that. I went into it feeling like empowered that I could do it, and I really feel empowered even after not being able to do it. Like I gave it my all, and despite it was an absolute mission. What are you doing?
He's stealing the show already. I'm just trying to tell a very serious story here, Lenny.
Oh, is that a spew? Oh.
A little bit.
It's all right. We go through lots of blankets, don't we?
This is a blanket that my cousin knitted this, didn't she?
Yeah, it's
Very
so
clever,
nice.
or crocheted.
And your nana knitted this one too.
She did.
So
Did you
beautiful.
finish?
Oh, sorry, a baby brain.
No, I think
So.
baby interrupt.
Yeah, we just came to the conclusion he wasn't going to come out by himself, and we transferred to the hospital, and then they tried to get him out by twisting his head, and he still wouldn't come out that way naturally. And by the end of it, I hadn't eaten for, a day and a half, I was able to keep my fluids up, which was the main thing.
I was exhausted and I'd been sleeping.
Yeah, I let Riley sleep because one of us had to have energy. And then it got to the point where, I couldn't push him out naturally in the hospital. So we had to use the ventouse, the vacuum, and that's how we ended up coming out. It took me 10 pushes with the vacuum as well, and he was finally out. Like I just thought I'd never see his beautiful little face because the labour lasted so long. I was like, I'm never gonna see him. But we did, and he came out. And he was totally chill through this whole thing. Like, we were monitoring his heartbeat, obviously, and he did not know what was going on outside, did ya?
Very aloof.
But I'm going to type up the full birth story. I've actually nearly finished it. I'm just adding photos, and you guys will be the first to read all of that. So we'll let you know when that is up. But should we go through some questions?
I think we should.
All right. You having fun there?
Yes. Well, you can hardly call it wasting time, but hours just slip away where we just are lying down and hanging out with him. And that's probably something that we can thank you guys for. The fact that, I don't have to go back offshore in the new year and be away for 3 weeks at a time, and I can help Elayna at home. Because last night was quite difficult. She got not much sleep at all, but this morning I was able to get up and clean the house and change a nappy and sleep with him for a bit.
Yeah, and same with me. I'm able to still work from home. I don't get much work done now. Like, whenever he goes to sleep, he's sleeping for longer periods of time now, but like whenever he falls asleep, I'm just straight on the laptop editing, trying to get stuff up for you guys. But it's hilarious. Like, I'll open my laptop in the morning, and by the end of the day, it's been open all day, and I've just been working in spurts.
Yeah.
But like, I cannot work as much as I used to, obviously. Thanks to you guys, we're able to work and live from home. And we're actually house-sitting one of our friends' houses at the moment in Adelaide. That's where we are. And it's really nice to be in this house.
A mate of mine from Adelaide married an English girl, and they've had a little baby, and they're over in London showing their kid to her family over there. So we slotted in here very nicely.
Yeah.
And I've even hung up a photo. That's me. That's me up there, because my nana brought around a painting of me, so I thought I'd leave that up when we leave.
See if they notice it's not their kid.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we'll read out some questions.
Yes, we're getting a little bit distracted.
All right. So, do you want to read the first one, or are you just going to keep playing with Lenny?
Probably just keep playing, if that's okay.
I want to play.
I'm happy to talk. Oh, I can read.
All right, go this question here. Start from there.
Are you sleeping in 4-hour shifts like on an ocean crossing?
There's no routine at all.
Not yet. We'd like to introduce one when we get back into the Northern Hemisphere, but we think it's a bit of a, might not be worthwhile implementing whilst we're still down here.
Yeah.
Where the water spins.
But I imagine...
in a clockwise fashion.
Yeah, no routine at the moment, Vlad. But we also replied and said a similar question which we've been asked: is it harder sailing or having a baby? At the moment it's early days, we can't tell you, but I don't think I've been on a crossing. Oh, well, okay, the Pacific crossing lasted 21 days. That was pretty exhausting, no sleep wise, but...
Yeah. It's different because it's... I don't know. It's probably a question that we'll need to answer after a year.
Yeah.
But sailing it's not going to be as rewarding. So even if it was less difficult, even if having the kid was more difficult, it's more rewarding as well. So
yeah.
It's hard to... You've got to take on...
Bless you.
Oh.
You're being really cute for all our patrons, aren't ya?
Well done, Lenny.
Aren't ya? Okay. Jason Griffin, how are you feeling, Eli? Thanks for asking, Jason. I'm still very much so recovering physically from the labour because I was in labour for so long. It pushed my bladder, so I've had issues with my bladder. I also had to get stitches in 4 different places. So yeah, I'm recovering physically still, but
Would you like to go into more detail?
well, you are.
Why don't we show them?
We tell these guys everything. I might not put this on YouTube.
A tendency to reveal
It's
all,
the truth.
Elayna.
I don't care.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
I
That's
do
good.
not care.
I'm just, exercising a bit of caution.
It's all good. So yeah, I'm still recovering in that way, but I feel really I'm really happy. At least I don't have any depression or stuff like that. I know that's quite common. I felt a dip in my hormones definitely, and there was like 1 or 2 days where I was like, can I have a hug?
Yeah, there was which made us laugh because we both knew that's not how Elayna behaves normally. So we were both instantly, as soon as she started crying, there was a look of recognition in both of our eyes, and we both knew that it was just her hormones dipping.
Yeah,
so.
it was just good to prepare myself for what was to come. Like the 4th trimester, I read a lot about what was going to happen hormonally. So
yeah.
Anyway, I feel really happy.
I'm being very gentle around the neck here. This isn't.
Did someone say you look like you're
I promise.
Oh, little one.
I'm holding his jaw mostly.
He's trying to eat you.
He's actually got a really strong neck.
He does.
It doesn't look like it, maybe. Because he'll bob for food, so he'll like.
It's hilarious.
Come up and he'll like throw his head around a bit, and you got to manage it more than.
You got to really watch him because he'll put it up and then he'll just go bam.
And then he'll all of a sudden he'll lose it and he'll just sort of like smash down like that.
It's really cute. Oh, hey Foster, Dee and Doc. G'day.
Oh, hey guys, how you going? Another really funny thing that he does is just as he's about to get on the nipple, he'll get like super excited / frustrated, and he goes.
Someone is going to cut that clip of you doing that to do something really weird with it, I'm sure.
Which adds to the we find him a little bit dinosaur-like.
Yeah, he's such a dinosaur. He does, yeah. He gets a bit frustrated sometimes.
I'd like to try and film that, but
yeah. Okay, this is from Tim Al. How do you say that last name?
Albrecht.
Tim Albrecht. G'day, Tim.
I want to say that in a southern accent. Tim Albrecht.
You've been watching too much
House of Cards.
Hello again from Charleston. What has been the most valuable?
He is from Charleston.
I thought you saw that.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I just wanted to say that in a
South Carolina accent.
In my Frank Underwood voice.
Very clever.
I do believe we're heading back to Charleston directly.
Hello again from Charleston. What has been the most valuable thing you've learnt about yourselves in your travels, and what have you been most surprised by? I learnt that I used to make a lot of excuses before I started sailing. Like, I can't do this because ... and then as soon as we started sailing, there's no time for that kind of nonsense. You've just got to do it, and if it's raining outside, you've just got to go out in the rain and get soaked, and if the weather's bad and if you haven't slept or whatever, you just got to do it. So that's what I learnt about myself, that I used to make excuses before and be like, I can't do this because whatever reason, stupid reason. Off the top of my head, what about you, Rose?
The most valuable thing you've learnt about yourselves in your travel. There's a book by...
I knew you were going to reference a book.
Jonathan Franzen called How to Be Alone. I think it's good to spend some time alone. So I'm talking about travel, backpacking beforehand, and then single-handed sailing as well, or even when it's just Elayna and I. But particularly when I'm by myself, I think it's good to reset yourself by spending a little bit of time alone. It's been fantastic coming back to Australia and hanging out with friends and family, but I mean, that's one thing that I consider valuable. And if I was to live in the city again or in Adelaide or whatever, I would certainly make a point of heading off every now and then for a weekend and just hanging out by myself or going for a sail by myself or doing something like that. I think that's one valuable thing. And what have I been most surprised by? In all of my travels, most surprised by? I'm at a loss. I don't know. That's a really good question,
Have a
Tim.
think about
I
it.
want to have a think about that and get back to it.
Okay. Caitlin Fonte. Have your thoughts on sailing changed since beautiful Lenny has arrived? Wondering if you feel the need to be closer to home and family for a while. Cannot wait to see how you're all doing. I don't think it's really changed much, other than we feel really bad about taking little Lenny away from his grandparents because they are just so in love with Lenny. And yeah, we're going to be leaving soon in a month's time back to the boat. So yeah, with or without Lenny, we've talked about this with you guys. We feel the need to come back to Australia at least once a year, twice a year if we're really lucky. But it is such a long way, and
Probably once, but we
Yeah.
want to make sure because we haven't always done that in the past, and we have to now.
yeah,
Do you want to look at how funny that is?
his toes keep getting stuck in the crochet.
That's quite Riley of him, I would say.
I'm really tired and everything's really funny. Do you guys ever get that where you're just super tired and you just can't stop laughing? I'm in one of those
Looks like
moods.
I'm trying to strangle you, mate. Can you sit like that?
Yeah, so no, Caitlin, nothing's really changed, I guess. What do you think? Like, the boat really is home to us, so Riley's super pumped to get back to the boat.
Yeah.
You're ready, hey?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Because the boat feels like, I wouldn't say work, but it feels like we're moving forwards when we're on the boat. And Elayna's always got to work so hard on the laptop. I feel a little bit unhelpful, even though I've been trying to do as much as I
You're
can.
a full-time dad.
Yeah.
When he's on the boat, he's full-time captain and you'll be full-time dad. But here in Australia, you've just been full-time dad. It's been great.
So yeah, I'm looking forward
If only
to
you had boobs to breastfeed.
getting back. Oh,
That'd be handy.
how many times I've said that to myself. That
Okay.
was funny, wasn't it, Lenny?
So this is from Rob Mack. Congratulations to you both when you're heading back to the boat. Yeah, so we're going back in a month's time. We haven't booked anything back yet, but we'll need to soon.
Yeah, we've got to make sure. So we're doing a little travel up to Queensland to go and see Dad, which will be our first test. Have you already said this?
Nah.
So that'll be our first test with the little man
On an aeroplane.
on an aeroplane. See how he goes, see how he likes it, and see how Mum and Dad sort of cope with that with him. But I think it'll be fine. Just from how he's been behaving at home and
If
how-
he's in this mood, he's great.
yeah, he's not always like this.
But when he's got digestion stuff, he's screaming for like 15 minutes until he does the poo.
But
It's hilarious.
It's only 15. Yeah, actually, he woke up screaming. He was already screaming when he woke up. And I picked him up and he was just completely inconsolable. I didn't know what to do. And I was like patting him on the back and I had a bit of an idea about what it might be. And then he just did a big poo and then fell asleep immediately. Even whilst I was changing his nappy and stuff, he was just completely zonked out again. It must have been. He was in a very deep sleep, but then experienced some very sharp pains.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Like maybe some of you are grossed out about that. I certainly would have found that sort of commentary a bit odd only 2 weeks ago, but that's just quickly become a large part of our life.
Poo. His poo is like a large part of our day, isn't it?
Yeah.
What goes on?
And yeah, some of the funniest stuff happens at the changing station.
Yeah. This is from Greg Goothman. G'day, Greg.
Hey,
Question
mate.
is, what can we do to help baby registry? Heart this question, folks. So a few of you guys hearted it, and I've read it out. You guys
What?
are doing all that you can do. Just
Yeah.
having our backs and supporting us, and yeah, that's all you guys can do.
When we lobbed into Charleston, I sent a few people a message just saying, "Hey, I'm in town. Do you think you'd be able to help out with this or that?" And everyone was just really helpful. I was trying to think of a different word, but so that's always really good. We don't really need any presents.
Yeah.
We've already got too many presents from friends and family and stuff like that. We live on a boat. We don't live in a house. We don't have a nursery for him. So he's going to have to live a reasonably simple life.
But you won't know any different, will ya?
No, he can play with my lures and stuff like that. Can't you, mate? So, you know, as wonderful as that is, that's probably not the thing that
we don't need
help
any
with.
things.
Materials. I think that Dad's making a. Well, he wanted the exact spelling of the name, so he's going to be engraving something.
Probably a knife.
Yeah, and today we're going on a pre-Christmas thing with Mum and my stepdad and my brother. So.
Kayla just asked, are you guys baby-proofing the boat at all? I don't think yet, he's too small, but when he starts crawling...
Slowly, yeah. We've got all the things that we need for him at this age, and then we've got, you know, however long to start putting the netting around, stuff like that. We are going to be unbelievably crazy on top of all of that sort of stuff, believe me. It's where you guys might think that maybe our safety hasn't been 100% in the past. I wouldn't say that that's all going to change, but yeah, there's just no way that we're going to let anything slide with regards to this little man.
No, we'll just take it, you know, step by step. As soon as he starts learning a new thing, we'll have to...
starting to get a little bit irritable.
You've done a good job so far, Lenny.
Well done, mate.
Yeah, we really wanted him to be awake for you guys, and he just woke up.
Cool.
Okay. All right, so we've got 2 more questions.
Lenny might be getting a bit hungry soon.
Yeah. Have you received any good advice from other world cruising parents with infants and toddlers? That's from Jan Mendoza. I've read a little bit, a few blogs and stuff, but nothing. I feel like nothing can like really prepare you, like just reading wise, until you actually have the little thing yourself. So I'll have to revisit all those blogs and stuff.
Yeah, I agree with that. But like maybe, you know, as he does start to crawl, there'll be some cool little things. We did hear about a car seat, or no, a table seat.
A bike seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, from our friends on Not Vikings. Yeah. So not that much, to tell you the truth, but yes. All right, should we feed you, little one?
I think we should probably give this little man a feed.
Yeah.
Do you want to...
He's going to start eating Riley's hands.
Can you say goodbye to everyone, Lenny? Goodbye.
Thanks so much for joining us, guys. Yeah, we'll chat again soon, and I'll post that link to the Daily Mail. There's, you know, if you want to read that. Otherwise, you can hang out for my
You
full
want them to wait
story.
for the proper birth story. Sorry,
Yeah,
I jumped the gun.
You know
there.
the Daily Mail, they hype shit up and...
All right.
Happy Christmas, everyone, and holidays. I hope you're having a good time. And we'll keep spamming you with baby stuff if you're interested. We'll just keep posting it on the Patreon site.
Yeah.
All right.
Excellent. Thanks a lot, guys. This is quite therapeutic for us. Once a month, we get to, you know, analyse how our lives are going and have a bit of a chat about it.
Yeah, it's
really
like therapy.
All right. See ya.
See ya, guys.
Bye. Bye.